Welcome back for a new unboxing video. This time we are traveling back to the past, to the year 2009, when this special Magic the Gathering intro pack would be released. This is one of the multiple intro packs that was released for the original Zendikar set, released, like I said, in 2009, and would lead to a block of Zendikar sets, which I would end up loving all three. As next up, you would get Worldwake and then Rise of the Eldrazi. So with that said, this time we are checking out the one from the original Zendikar. Now, the condition of the box is not great, as you can see, and yeah, it was actually open. Like a little bit, you can tell where it was, which is why I got it for a very good price. Now, on average, as just a little piece of info, on average on eBay, this runs about $50 to $55 sealed new. However, because of all the damage to the box, and however, the most important part, the cards and everything, was still 100% in good shape. So, with that said, and yeah, this one, the main flagship card, is an elf, as you can see. Now, how much did I end up paying for this? I put a bid on it when there was a bidding auction for this item. No one else even bid against me. I ended up getting this for $15. So literally, basically, I got it for about a little less than a third of the average price for this. Mostly because of the damage. Unfortunately, however, the plastic part that is supposed to be stuck here, that holds both the pack and the deck in place, unfortunately, is missing. That's one of the few bad things. Now, I will be making sure this stays together once I'm done with the video and using some decent quality tape and stuff to try to fix things. With that said, yeah, this is what you get. Of course, in intros, we'll save the pack for last. So, with that said, also I love the artwork on this era. This was the very first Magic the Gathering set I would actually ever collect. This was when I first got into the game, was around 2009. So, it's been about 16 years since I first got into Magic. Now, we'll open this. Now, one thing you want to do when you open packs like this, it's smartest to just go and do a little slicing right here where the booklet and stuff is. That way, you're not damaging the cards you're getting. That's one thing, note to know. Because I never actually got this intro pack years back. I did get one of the Core Commander one, which I'll try getting there one to open on a future video in the future. With that said, try to open this without doing too much damage to the plastic and stuff. So, and here's your booklets and stuff, advertising. Just want to show this quickly before get into the video and stuff. Like, here's your basic info on like the planeswalkers and everything from the set. Also, I did actually, I'm trying to remember, I don't remember if I pulled this card or not originally, but still, this set definitely holds a heavy amount of nostalgia for me personally. So with that said, move that off to the side. Then you get one other like little booklet thing with basically just info how to play the game and everything for standard. But here's the big part. Now, for me, the biggest part about getting this was the Seal Booster Pack, as on its own, the Seal Booster Pack goes for twice what I paid for this intro pack, which is crazy. So, with that said, let's check it out. But here's the flagship card. Really, one of the key reasons to get this intro pack in the first place was for this elf, which is quite useful. Fireball, an all-time classic. Of course, you can see this is from Core Set 2010, which was released the same year as the course. Then an actual magic card from Zendikar. Beast Hunt. This was always one of my favorite cards to use in certain types of decks. Act of Treason is very useful. Basically, it's change of heart, but for magic. Lightning Bolt, an all-time classic. This is probably one of my personal favorite also arts for Lightning Bolt. It is interesting. This is a combination green and red. Giant Growth, which is a classic card that can be quite useful, especially also in different types of popper green decks. Yes, Goblins. The very first deck I ever made in Magic, my very first ever Magic standard deck, was a Goblin deck. Another rare, which is nice. And elves are a nightmare if you know how to build an elf deck correctly. Especially cards like this. The fact you can tap this and immediately get 2 mana out of this card is quite useful in an elf deck. Or, as one time I used to play an elf worm deck built with cards from original Zendikar, World Wake, as well as Rise of Eldrazi. Has some legit really good stuff. Hopefully you enjoy the music in the background. I don't know how many copies of this land I actually have in my collection. Of course, your basic mountains, and I really did like the artwork and stuff from this set. Or really this entire block. I just love the color scheme and everything. And that is it for the intro deck itself. Now let's check out the actual pack. Okay. Keep that off the side so I can put it back in the pack. Yes. Giant Scorpion, an all-time classic common from this set. Reckless Scholar, another classic. Put off the side. I also don't know how many copies of this land card I actually have. It's quite useful, especially for ability. Yeah, when this enters the battlefields, you gain 2 life from it. So that's good for a life gain deck. Have like 4 of this in your life gain deck. So that's like basically 8 mana you possibly can get just off of the land card. Also, one of the classics for Pauper and stuff of classic artifacts from this set. And of course, my dear core creatures, which would end up becoming probably one of my most played standard decks I would ever have, would be a core, which I've been working off and on a core as of late a core deck for popper format, which is really fun because I have a heavy nostalgia for core. Pretty cool. I don't have actually too many of this land. Destroy target land. Its controller discards a card. But it is a little pricey at 5 mana. This is another good one, I think. Yeah, it has Defender Butts ability. And I miss the Kicker ability on cards back at this time period. So yeah, normally costs 2 mana. And creature target player controls gets -1 till end of turn. However, if you pay the additional 3, instead, if it's kicked, those creatures get a -2/-2 until end of turn instead. Still pretty pricey. You're talking 5 mana to do that. Inferno Trap, a classic. One of my all-time favorite core creatures right here. As long as it is equipped, it has Double Strike, which is a nice little ability, and the fact it only costs 1 mana to bring out. Yeah, it's a 1/1, but still. It's definitely useful, especially for a quick build-up and good start. Ooh! And this is the rare. Also, it's cool the fact you get a full art land. Also got an angel token, but here's the biggie. And I actually did not already have this card in my collection of the set. That is actually pretty awesome. So, basically, yeah, it was, but instead, let's just check it. So yeah, cost 6 mana to bring out enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets 3, or rather, +3/+3. Whenever creature deals combat damage to a player, double its controller's life total. That is a nice little ability right there. With that said, I'll see y'all next time. Stay safe. See you again, same YouTube time, same YouTube channel.